Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jugs, and this is going to be some medic gameplay. Nothing really interesting, it's just me being a helpful medic as best as I can be. I don't really play medic too often, so excuse the lack of scout gameplay and the prevalence of bad medic gameplay. But anyways, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was totally unrelated to the gameplay anyways, so it doesn't really matter what you're looking at. You're just here to listen to me talk, hopefully. I recently decided that I want to use my YouTube channel to just talk to my subscribers. I recently had this bit of a epiphany. I had a recent epiphany that I wanted to really push to commercialize my channel and gain, this pop success. But I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll strive for that in my own few ways and in a few of the avenues that I have available to me, like the scout guides. But for the most part, I kind of just want to use my YouTube channel to like talk to you guys. And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about today was just was haters. And not specifically haters. I don't like the term haters. It sounds like I'm some fucking I wear super skinny jeans and like swag clothing and Jordans and a beanie. I don't like that word. Just people that always want to tell you that you can't do something. And there's this scene in Pursuit of Happiness that like completely symbolizes everything that I want to tell you, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, where he's talking to his son on the roof. But I've run into a lot of people like that lately. Maybe it's the vibe that I'm giving off lately, where I'm not necessarily inviting in the certain people that I like to invite into my life, the people that are positively reinforcing you to succeed and to achieve what you want to believe in. But recently I've been really just susceptible to just naysayers, and it drives me crazy because I'm not that way. I don't like people that are like that. I don't like when people think that because they can't do something that you shouldn't be able to. And it's just this perpetuation, by parents that have failed to succeed, and they've passed down this loser mentality to their kids, and their kids have passed it down to their kids, and they pass it down to their friends and family and everyone else around them, and it just keeps being perpetuated. And it doesn't need to happen, because as people, we are limitless in what we're able to do. It's like that video, that Super Saiyan video, that kid turning into a Super Saiyan. Oh god, don't watch that video. Well, watch that video if you haven't seen it. There's this kid that like tries to turn Super Saiyan in real life, and he starts yelling. I'm sure you all have seen it, but I'm essentially arguing that debate. I'm essentially making that argument. Except for, obviously, we can't turn Super Saiyan. Or maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe he's onto something. Maybe I need to sit in my room and yell at the top of my lungs, take my shirt off, put on some Super Saiyan 3 theme music, and try to turn Super Saiyan. I think I've been wasting my time, really pushing for other things when I could be focusing on turning Super Saiyan. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. It's within the same vein. It's that, as people, we are limitless. We can achieve absolutely anything, no matter what our afflictions or our disabilities or our setbacks or our disadvantages. We are still limitless in what we are able to achieve, and we can do absolutely anything that we want to do. And so I'm an enabler. Whenever I meet someone, that's the vibe that I like to give off right away. When we start talking about aspirations and dreams, there's never a part of me that's like, you can't do that, you're too old, you can't do this, you're not in shape enough, or you're not smart enough. No, with enough competition and hard work, anyone can do absolutely anything, even if it's not something that you have a natural affinity to. And that's important for me to believe in. That's important for me to reinforce within everyone around me, because that's the kind of life. My life is going to be an impossible life. I'm going to be doing things that are going to be seemingly impossible, and I need to believe that in order to achieve the things that I want to achieve. And I can't do that while I'm subliminally telling everyone else the opposite. I can't be hypocritical when it comes to my beliefs. So if I can do something, anyone can do it. And what's awesome is that in this amount of time that I've been making people feel enabled, I have gathered this core group of people around me that truly believe in me enough to follow me and just blindly go where I want to go. And these people that I have around me, they're their faith in me is just like unshakable, and it's inspiring because I believe in them just the same. So when we talk about dreams, when we talk about aspirations, it's whenever we talk about these things, it's never a what if, it's always an eventuality. It's always eventually this is going to happen because we are going to do whatever it takes to make sure that this happens. And I love that, and I like meeting people like that. If not meeting people like that, then building that sense of empowerment in the people that I already know. And so that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys today, and hopefully make you guys feel like you guys can go out there and, you know, get that degree in whatever you're doing, or maybe successfully start your own business, and, you know, whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to be an astronaut, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a cop, a lawyer, a whatever, a CEO, it doesn't matter. You can achieve this thing if you work hard enough. It's not going to come to you as a gift. It's not going to be given to you on a silver platter. You have to get it. You have to work for it. You have to fight for it. You have to be relentless in this search for whatever it is that you're searching for. And recently I've just been running into people that have been the opposite of that, just constantly making me feel like I'm not enough, like I'm not, who I am as a person isn't enough to, you know, be happy with. And, you know, it gets to me for a second, but then I realize, I remember who I am, and then it's gone. But it still makes me angry that there are people out there that try to make me believe this, especially when it's people that I hold very close to my heart that would go so far to push onto me their shitty beliefs and their really depressing ideals when I'm sharing with them the best parts of me. So, you know, don't let that get to you. Just fucking keep hammering it in there, and fucking grind it out and get to wherever you're gonna go. And yeah, good luck, guys. Peace out. This has been Jugs. And before I go, I wanted to kind of have like an interactive segment of the video with you guys. I'm going to share with you guys what I want to achieve with my life, what are my aspirations and goals, and then I want you guys to share with me what you guys want to do with your lives, what you guys are fighting to succeed in or want to fight to succeed in, and then type that comment out below, and then, you know, just see what everyone else is trying to be with their lives, and maybe we look back on this one day and you know, see whether or not we have achieved those things, or maybe we found a different course of action. But this is going to be kind of something that we can always turn back to and remember why we're here. And I guess I'll start it off. So what I want to do with my life, I was a college student for a while. I was majoring in chemical engineering when I was living with my ex at the time, and I fell off that path. I lost my way, and I got lazy, and that's what happens in life. Sometimes you fall off your road. Sometimes you fall off the path that's been laid out in front of you, and you lose your way a little bit, and that's fine. That's always going to happen. That's the time where we kind of gather ourselves and find ourselves again, and then continue to get back on that road, or maybe we find a different road. So I did that, and I've been working ever since. I've been just kind of building this work ethic. I was lazy for a long time. I only had one job, and that I barely even went to, and then I started really owning that job, and then getting more and more hours. Now I have 2 jobs, so I'm building this work ethic within myself, where I'm trying to sustain myself financially, the people around me financially, and then I want to be a cop, and then do that for 10 years, and buy myself a house, buy my parents a house, pay for my own education, go back to school, finish my bachelor's in chemical engineering, and then apply for law school, graduate from law, and eventually someday be the president. But that's going to happen after I become a lawyer for a while. But I want to be the president of the United States, and that's a crazy thing to say. You know, it sounds crazy, but someone has to do it. Someone eventually ends up doing it, and you know, I strongly believe that can be me one day. So those are my aspirations. I want to change this world. I'm not happy with the way that things are. I don't like the world that we live in. I don't like the way that things have been set up around us, and I feel like there's so much that is wrong with everything, and I think that I can make a really, really positive difference in this world if I'm strong enough. And that's what my life is for. I put myself in these really difficult positions with a million obstacles so that I can build this strength and eventually be strong enough to one day do things that other people won't be capable of doing. So that's why my life is the way that it is, and that's why it's going to only get harder from here. But those are my dreams. Share with me what you guys want to do with your lives. I want to hear every single step of it. You know, YouTube now has this new comment thing where we can type out like a fucking million-page essay. So do that. Share with me every little step. Share with me every little, you know, obstacle that you've encountered that's really set you back. And I'm reading everything. And you know, I want you guys to talk amongst yourselves if you feel like, you know, there are people like you that have also been struggling to get to, you know, maybe a higher aspiration, maybe not as high. Maybe you're looking for something that's more intrinsically satisfying. Maybe it's not something that's necessarily a public service to everyone. It doesn't matter, as long as you're dreaming of it and you want to get there. It's all just as admirable. And just look at what everyone else is saying, and, you know that there are other people around you just like you that are struggling and are grinding it out anyways, and maybe that makes you feel better. Maybe you feel less alone about the struggle or the fight to get to where you want to get. And I know that was really helpful for me a long time ago. I really needed that. So you guys have a great day, and I'm looking forward to reading all the comments that you guys are going to share with me. See you guys next time. Peace out. This has been Jugs.